G'day viewers, this is Troy from the Troy's Visual Arts channel. I've made quite a bit of progress with my 902 2-inch green screen tube TV construction. I'm started on wiring up the components on the underside of the valve sockets, and I've completed the almost completed the first two amplification stages and the sync amp section. So what I've marked down in red is what I've completed so far, and as you can see, it's a bird's nest of wiring like back in the old pre-printed circuit board days. That's pretty much how they wired things up back then. Of course, they also used lugs and all that to make things a bit neater. And I've just pulled one out of my box of circuit board bits, so they also use these lugs. That made the job a bit more neater, but seems a bit more convenient, I found, just to wire it up point to point. And I've taken care not to allow for wires to touch on each other. And these components pretty much sit nice and snug as they are, even though they look like they could just flop onto each other. But yeah, just giving it a bit of a shake, they're not going nowhere. So they're pretty well rock solid where they're situated, so that's good. Anyway, so that's the first two video stages and sync amp pretty much almost complete, minus a few connections going on to the next stages. Now on the other side of things, I have epoxied the audio video input sockets to the aluminium brackets, which I'm going to drill and bolt onto the back side of the chassis. I've also epoxied the speaker to the front side of the chassis, so that's now nice and firmly epoxied. So that's those done. And yeah, that's pretty much about it so far. And yeah, they're the valve sockets on the top side, and I've pretty much labelled what each valve socket is for, which valve. So you got the first video stage, the second video stage, the sync amp stage, the audio stage, and on the other side we've got the power stage, the frame oscillator stage, and the line oscillator stage. So I've pretty much got it all mapped out. And yeah. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video when I've done more work on this 2-inch green screen cafe ray tube TV. Next video I'll probably have the line and frame oscillators completed, or maybe even a bit more. Anyway, time to wrap things up. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.